time has come for you to lip sync for your legacy.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're ranking all the lip syncs for the crown on RuPaul's Drag Race. For this list, we'll largely be highlighting one per season, and we'll consider every lip sync in the finale, not just the top two. Needless to say, spoilers ahead.
Whitney Houston, so emotional.
Number 20, Chad Michaels vs. Raven, Allstars 1.
This is 20 years of experience all down to one moment, and I am owning this.
Much like the rest of this season, this finale had so much potential. Both Chad Michaels and Raven had done well, despite having to be teamed up throughout. You'd think these two legends would get a fitting send-off for their last battle, but unfortunately, that was not the case.
Yes, it's true, true for all of you. We are all stars. We are all stars.
During this era, queens would lip-sync to a RuPaul song to determine who won. Had it been one of her classics, then this wouldn't be an issue. However, they were saddled with one of her more problematic numbers, ending the first All-Stars with one last bizarre choice. Chad ended up winning, and while fans agreed it was deserved, they couldn't help but want better for her. Number 19, Muse vs. Simone, Season 13.
You notice what I'm wearing, I'm noticing you're staring. You know that I can take it to the next level, baby. Harder than the A-list, next one on my hit list.
It's hard to believe that the Britney Spears-themed SmackDown would be so far down the list given the pop star's fierce catalog. Viewers were expecting an explosive contest full of energy and tricks, but were dealt quite the opposite. After two lackluster performances to Work Bitch and Gimme More, many were hoping for a more intense climax between Simone and Muse.
A center of attention, even when we're up against the wall. You get me in a crazy position.
They may not have had the strongest showings in their first matchups, but there was still hope they would turn it out. However, besides a solid wig reveal from Simone, the rest of the show fell flat. Considering the talent both queens had showcased earlier in the season, their presentation here was frankly underwhelming. Number 18, Manila Luzon vs. Raja, Season 3. RuPaul definitely has some bangers in her discography, but that doesn't mean they were all meant to be featured. Just based on the title alone, Champion seemed like the obvious choice for a finale. However, its mid-tempo speed and lack of dynamic moments makes it much harder than it would seem. Both competitors primarily stuck to one area of the stage, which was a shame given the range they had shown in previous lip syncs.
With all the children singing, oh, oh.
Considering how strong Raja and Manila had been throughout the competition, a more challenging song would have better showcased their skills. While Raja definitely came out on top over Manila, many wished she had done so to a different song. Number 17, Aquaria vs. Eureka, Season 10. Following Season 9's lip sync for the crown, excitement was high to see the Season 10 queen spin on the format. However, they all seemed so focused on outdoing the previous winner's big reveal than delivering stellar performances of their own. From Asia O'Hara's infamous butterflies in Nasty to the non-stop reveals in Bang Bang, it appeared they were all going for shock value over entertainment. Aquaria and Eureka's showdown to If was the guiltiest of this, with the eventual champ whipping out two surprises within the first 10 seconds. However, they were able to up the ante with some truly unexpected choreography and stunts, which helped them both advance to the ultimate match. Number 16, Lady Camden vs. Willow Pill, Season 14.
And I'm watching the late show in my flat all alone. Oh, I hate to spend the evening on my own.
To say expectations were high for this would be an understatement. Both Willow Pill and Lady Camden had proven themselves as formidable competitors. The former's creativity combined with the latter's eclectic performance skills left people itching to witness their battle. This excitement only grew when it was revealed that they would be performing a Cher rendition of an ABBA classic. There were some great moments, such as Willow's giant pants and her eventual reveal to a fun dance costume. She had the audience focused on her the entire time, leaving her adversary to pale in comparison. While Camden gave it her all, her decision to recycle her signature move for a third time was ultimately the nail in her coffin.
There's not a soul out there, no one to hear my cry.
Number 15. Jinx Monsoon vs Shayko, Allstars 7.
When he comes to me, I am ready. I wash his feet with my heavy knees. Forgive him when his tongue lies to his brain.
For a season consisting entirely of past winners, you'd only expect the best of the best. These queens had already proven how talented they were, setting the bar for their lip syncs tremendously high, especially in the finale. While they all were fun, especially Trinity the Tuck and Monae Exchange's rendition of So What, many still felt there could have been more. Case in point, the contentious conclusion between Monae and Jinx Monsoon, the result of which remains a topic of debate among fans.
Swish, swish, bish. Another one in the basket. Can't touch this. Another one in the casket.
Undoubtedly, the best match of the night was between Jinx and Shayko to Lady Gaga's Judas. Although Sheay gave pure Gaga, it was Jinx's theatrical take that sent her to the last round. Number 14. Alaska vs Detox vs Katya, Allstars 2.
If I were your woman and you were my man, you'd have no other woman. You'd be weak as a lamb.
Despite having aired almost a decade ago, the second All-Stars is still one of the most beloved seasons in the entire series. Alaska, Katya, and Detox were all deserving. And it could have gone to any one of them. It all came down to the thrilling end, with a gorgeous ballad called If I Were Your Woman. This was different from any other conclusion in the show's history, immediately hooking the viewer's attention.
I want to win All-Stars because I'm obsessed with RuPaul's Drag Race. I can't think of anyone who could possibly have their picture on that Hall of Fame besides me.
The genuine emotion emanating from each queen underscored just how much they all wanted that spot in the Hall of Fame. Unfortunately, this subtle moment has been lost to time in favor of more intense showings, but it proves that you don't need tricks to turn a song out. Number 13. Jimbo vs Candy Muse, Allstars 8. This was proof that even those known for flubbing lip syncs can triumph in the end. Jimbo slayed countless challenges during her third attempt on the show, but she always fell flat when it came time to lip sync. Fans were anxious to see if she could outshine a seasoned performer like Candy Muse. As soon as the opening notes to Do You Wanna Funk started, everyone knew they were in for a show. Jimbo's campy sense of humor and signature not suitable for work body modifications let her showcase her weirdness and creativity one last time, and it completely paid off. It was the ultimate redemption for the Canadian queen, and it made her win all the more satisfying. Number 12. Kennedy Davenport vs Trixie Mattel, Allstars 3.
Don't you ever say I just walked away. I will always want you. I came in like a wrecking ball.
When two contestants both do so well, deciding who wins can often boil down to something as simple as a preference in style. For the finale, Trixie Mattel and Kennedy Davenport had a lot to prove, especially since they'd been chosen by their eliminated peers. They both gave it their all, delivering different renditions of Miley Cyrus's Wrecking Ball. The passionate piece was the perfect vehicle for their varied styles. Kennedy used the opportunity to display her impeccable artistry, and her choreography was breathtaking.
All I wanted was to break you off. All you ever did was wreck me. I came in like a wrecking ball.
However, Trixie pulled all eyes her way with her more emotional interpretation, especially when she started ripping out chunks of her own hair. It was close, but ultimately, Trixie's vulnerability helped her pull ahead. Number 11, Juju B vs Ms. Cracker vs Shayko, Allstars 5.
Can't be explained, but I can try for you. Yeah, baby, don't make me spell it out for you.
A performance doesn't always have to be over the top to make an impact. Even if the number doesn't allow for the more intense dancing, a queen can still find a way to stand out through charisma alone. Shayko gave a masterclass of this in her simple yet effective presentation of Make Me Feel. She commanded the stage with her confidence and unique take on the track, helping her stand out among Juju B's floor work and Ms. Cracker's dancing. She infused the understated production with several standout moments, from impersonating the other contestants dancing to serving the effortlessly cool vibe of the song. It was the ultimate redemption from her original season, and her victory helped her story come full circle.
That's just the way you make me feel.
Number 10, Raven vs Tyra Sanchez, Season 2.
Hey DJ, love the way I lose my inhibitions when you spin.
Sometimes, all you need is a few seconds to know who's coming out on top. As soon as Jealous of My Boogie started, all eyes were on Tyra Sanchez, who exuded an undeniable magnetism. She had done well throughout the season, and her self-confidence paid off when it came time for the final showdown.
I went to the judges' table and I stood right there in front of them. I really gave it to them.
Yeah, up on the flashing lights. Be jealous of my boogie. Be jealous of my boogie.
Raven put up a good fight as well, but her seductive portrayal could not match Tyra's infectious energy. Their heart and drive were both apparent, making it all the more exciting to watch. While Tyra has since distanced herself from Drag Race, this win still proves what Ru saw in her, and why she ended up coming home with the crown. Number 9, Monae Exchange vs Trinity the Tuck, Allstars 4.
Well, I thought I knew you, thinking that you were true. Guess I couldn't trust, caught your bluff, Tommy, so cause I've had enough.
A double win was completely unheard of on Drag Race, so this result was truly astonishing. Monae and Trinity were both trying their hardest, culminating in an intense finale.
How could this man I thought I know turn out to be unjust, so cruel? Could only see the good in you, pretended not to see the truth.
Fighter was a fitting number for the two, and it was clear how hungry they both were. Their intensity was strong throughout, leaving everyone uncertain of who would come out on top. Monae ripping off her wig to reveal the exact same one underneath was comedic genius, and Trinity's show-stopping moves were hard to look away from. It was clear that RuPaul had her work cut out for her. The announcement that they both won was shocking and caused a permanent ripple throughout the community.
For the first time in All-Stars history, you are both winners, baby. We have a tie. Winner, winner, 2 chicken dinners.
Number 8, BB Zahara Benet vs Nina Flowers, Season 1.
Stroll down the runway, another payday, cover of magazines, box office sweetie, an Oscar nominee. Now watch me snatch a trophy.
This is where it all began. The premiere season is often overlooked due to how far the show has come since then. However, it has one of the closest lip syncs in the entire series. Both BB Zahara Benet and Nina Flowers dominated the season, and either of them winning would have gotten the show off on the right foot.
Cover girl, put the bass in your walk, head to toe, let your whole body talk. Cover girl, put the bass in your walk.
They performed the host's most well-known hit, Cover Girl, with each queen serving up plenty of charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent. BB commanded attention from the very beginning, managing to connect to the judges while still serving an effortlessly cool performance.
God, that was fabulous.
Wow!
It was the perfect way to introduce the show to the world, paving the way for its incomparable legacy. Number 7. Anitra vs Sasha Kby, Season 15. Season 15 may as well have been titled The Sasha Kby Show, and we'd love it just as much. It was clear from the beginning that the iconic queen would clinch the crown, and she proved to everyone why she was their favorite drag queen's inspiration. Her showing throughout the season was already fantastic, but it was her version of Knock on Wood at the finale that solidified her legendary status. But that's not to say it was an easy fight. Anitra showcased phenomenal stage presence too. However, she was no match for the sheer winner energy radiating from Sasha and her performance. It was what everyone had been waiting for all season, and it did not disappoint. Number 6. Crystal Method vs Gigi Goode vs Jada Essence Hall, Season 12.
Now that you're out of my life, I'm so much better. You thought that I'd be weak without you, but I'm stronger. You thought that I'd be broke without you, but I'm richer. You thought that I'd be sad without you, I laugh harder.
The Season 12 contestants had it rough. Between one of their castmates being disqualified and the onset of COVID-19, it seemed their finale would be ruined. They had to do everything from home and perform via video call. You'd think this would hinder the lip sync, but it ended up actually elevating it. The three queens utilized a split screen that allowed all of them to be seen at once.
Wishing you the best, pray that you are blessed. Much success, no stress, and lots of happiness. I'm better than that, I'm not gonna blast you on the radio.
As such, they were confined to a small space that forced them to rely on their ability rather than stunts. Each queen showcased their unique style, but it was Jada Essence Hall's sheer passion that ultimately led to her success. It was proof of her exceptional talent, despite the limitations placed on her.
I'm gonna make it, I will survive, keep on surviving.
Number 5. Eureka vs Ginger Minj vs Kylie Sonique Love vs Raja O'Hara, Allstars 6.
For the one that I've been waiting for, gotta quit this crying. Nobody's gonna heal me if I don't open the door.
Normally, a performance between 4 queens at once would feel muddled and overwhelming. All-Star 6 managed to work around this perfectly by having them give an individual show to Stupid Love by Lady Gaga. This approach ensured that each contestant got their own moment in the spotlight, allowing them to show off their skill completely uninterrupted. And boy, did they all come through! It was tough, but Kylie's epic recovery from a fall into a somersault helped lead her to victory.
I want your stupid love, love. I want your stupid love, love.
Considering she had gone home early in her original season, this was the perfect way for her to prove herself and make history as the American franchise's first trans champion.
Live life in your truth, and love always wins.
Number 4. Peppermint vs Sasha Velour, Season 9.
Set up with one of your friends down on 54th Street. So why did 2 and 3?
Season 9 revolutionized the finale format, introducing a fresh method that immediately proved to be the ultimate way of choosing a victor. Trinity and Peppermint got things started with a bang with Britney Spears' Stronger. Following their intense fight, it was decided that the latter would perform against Sasha Velour. After Sasha's breathtaking reveal, which we'll get to in a bit, the audience was eager to see if she would be able to outdo herself. And when she did, they were ecstatic.
You are making a fool of me.
The two queens conveyed the emotion of the iconic Whitney Houston track perfectly, while Sasha ultimately ended up with the win. Both proved exactly why they earned their spot in that top 2. Number 3. Nymphia Wind vs Safira Cristál, Season 16.
'Cause I can hear your heart beating,
It may be recency bias, but this climax is already one for the history books. Both Nymphia Wind and Safira Cristál had won several challenges, making either a worthy contender. As soon as Padam Padam started, everyone knew they were in for a treat.
Wanna see what's underneath that shivers every time you say my name.
They did not disappoint. Saphira's vampire costume had never been seen before, and Nymphia's balloon boba reveal was one of the best in years. Nymphia had also never lip-synced before, making her flawless moves and tricks a surprise for Ru and the audience. Those factors helped her steal the spotlight from her contender, who put up a fierce battle of her own. It was the perfect reminder of what made the format so beloved in the first place. Number 2, Brooklyn Heights vs. Evie Oddly, Season 11.
I'm gonna run right to the edge with you, where we can both fall in love. I'm on the edge of glory.
We can't think of a more fitting song than this. The anthemic nature of Edge of Glory made it the perfect choice for the competition. The rest of the SmackDown had been tense, with each being extremely close. SOS showed off Evie and Akira's pure expertise, while Bootylicious gave us Brooklyn's renowned point shoe reveal. Excitement was high for the final clash between Evie and Brooke. We'd already seen how talented they were during their performance to Sorry Not Sorry earlier in the season, and fans were eager for a rematch. It was a close race, but Evie's understated yet flawless second face reveal and backbend were breathtaking, helping her clinch the win against her Canadian counterpart. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Sasha Velour vs. Sheay, Season 9. Were you really expecting anything else? To say this transformed the finales on RuPaul's Drag Race would be an understatement. It completely changed the way reveals were implemented, and was a turning point for the show overall. The fact that Sasha and Sheay were both good friends on top of strong competitors only added to the drama, creating a perfect reality TV moment. Sasha did the unexpected, creating a truly impactful experience with her perfect timing. Although Sheay fought admirably, as soon as those rose petals started flying, it was clear who was moving on to the next round. While other queens have done their own displays in the years since, nothing has come close to replicating the impact of this moment. Which lip sync for the crown gagged you the most? Let us know in the comments below. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.